In this video, we're going to study about error recovery strategy in top-down parsing. Okay, so error recovery in predictive parsing. An error is detected during predictive parsing when the terminal on the top of the stack does not match the next input symbol. When the terminal capital A is on top of the stack and small a is the next input symbol and the parsing table entry, that is M of capital A comma small a, is empty. Now let us study how errors are handled during the syntax analysis. When the stream of tokens coming from the lexical analyzer which disobeys the syntactic rules means a grammatical rules of a language, at that time syntactic error occurs. Okay, so how to handle the syntactic errors? There are three actually, there are 3 points. How to handle the syntactic errors? Syntactic errors can be handled by, the first thing is we have to report the errors. Reporting errors are like the lexical errors such that misspelling of keywords, etc. The reporting errors are like syntactic errors like the misplace of the brackets, that is unbalanced parenthesis. How to recover? The second point is recover from these discovered errors. So that is very important, but while discovering this we should not forget, okay, so this main aim is not to slow down the processing of remaining program. So this is the main concept. So what is the handling of how to handling the syntax error? The first thing is report the errors, recover from discovered errors, aim at not slowing down the processing of remaining program. So error recovery strategies. So there are two, okay, widely accepted the strategies, that is panic mode recovery and the praise level recovery. So the panic mode recovery, the parser discard the input symbol one at a time until one of the designated set of synchronizing token is found. Okay, what is panic mode recovery? The parser discard the input symbol one at a time until the designated or valid set of synchronizing token is found. This is actually very simple method and it does not go into an infinite loop. Okay, so very simple strategy, recovery strategy, and the program, while correcting the errors, it doesn't go to infinite loop. And it is adequate when the presence of multiple errors in the same statement is rare. Okay, so only helpful when the presence of, actually same statement doesn't contain multiple errors, but so we assume that the given statement doesn't contain multiple errors. Okay, only single error. At this time, the panic mode recovery is suitable. The second is praise level recovery. The praise level recovery. So praise level recovery, the parser perform local correction on the remaining input when the error is discovered. For example, instead of comma, let us assume we'll put something like the semicolon. So auto correction is implemented here. Auto correction means the semicolon is replaced by comma. So as we seen in the word processor, right? So auto correction recovery strategy is implemented in word processor. The similar kind of the recovery strategy here. So the parser replaces the prefix of the remaining input by some string that allows the parser to carry on its execution. The main drawback is error correction is difficult when actual error occurred before the point of detection. This is the main drawback. What is the drawback? Error correction is difficult when the actual error occurred before the point of detection. Now let us consider the panic mode recovery. Okay, in panic mode recovery, we know that it skips the symbol on the input until a token is selected. A set of synchronizing tokens appear. Synchronizing token means a valid token. For example, it will go on skip the symbols until a semicolon. So semicolon is a valid, right? It's a valid token. So this is what. So now there are 2 points. Okay, so there are 2 points in panic mode recovery while skipping. So what it has to do? First, it will say that we have to use the follow symbols as the synchronizing tokens. Okay, use the follow symbols as synchronizing tokens. And the second is use the sync in predictive parsing table to indicate synchronizing tokens obtains from the follow set of the non-terminal. So here we have two concepts. One is follow symbols. We have to note down the follow symbol, and there we have to place a word called sync. Okay, sync in the predictive parsing table. So the rules are like this. The first rule says that if the parser lookup entry m of capital A comma A and it finds it blank, then the input symbol A is skipped. Got it? Okay, what we have to do when it sees the entry, when the entry is blank, at that time input symbol is skipped. If the entry is sync, then the non-terminal on the top of the stack is popped and attempt to resume parsing error recovery strategy, right? For the third point, if the token on the top of stack does not match the input symbol, then we pop the token from the stack. So this is the third point. So let us so this is what the example. Okay, let us consider this is the example of arithmetic expression, right? The grammar for arithmetic expression. And we know the first and follow, right? How to compute the first and follow, and also the predictive parser table. So using this concept, let us enter sync. Okay, sync in the parsing. Now okay, let us fill the blank entries of this table. So let us find out what is fall of E. Fall of E is closing bracket and dollar. So there we have to place the word sync. Okay. So E dash, find out the fall of E dash. Okay, all the entries are already filled, so no need to use. Okay, for find out the fall of T. So wherever, I mean, find out the fall of T and there you have to place sync. T dash, all the entries are already filled. What is F? The fall of F. Okay, fill fall of F. Okay, fine. So this is what the table entries. Now let us consider this is what the input. So input symbol contain closing bracket ID star plus ID dollar. Initially, look at this. The input initially contain the closing bracket, right? So we don't have open bracket, but it is closing bracket. At this time, what happens is immediately without seeing the table, so it detect it as a error and it will skip the input because closing bracket we should have one open bracket, right? So this is treated as an error. Okay, without looking into the table, this closing bracket will be treated as when the start symbol occurs. Okay, when the start symbol on the stack and the closing bracket in the input, at this time definitely error will be occurred. Okay, it will note it as a error and the closing bracket will be skipped from the input, so that input pointer pointing to id. Now E on ID. What is E on ID? T dash. Right. Okay. Now T on ID. What is T on ID? FT dash. Now what is F on ID? ID. Now ID will be matched. Therefore pop the stack as well as advance the input pointer so that it is pointing to star. Now T dash. Okay, so what is T dash? So T dash, okay, T dash, look at this, star plus ID dollar, T dash on star, star FT dash, right? Okay, star matched. So pop from the stack, advance the input pointer. Now F on plus, F on plus is sync. Therefore, what we have to do? We have to pop the stack top. Now, what is the remaining entry? T dash E dash. Okay, error will be so reported. Error will be reported. Not only that, so that recovery system is just pop the stack top. Now, what is left? T dash E dash. Okay, T dash on plus epsilon. E dash on plus, it is plus T dash. Like that, it will continue. Okay. So In the previous slide, we studied okay how the error recovery is handled by the panic mode. Okay, you just complete that problem. So the concept in panic mode error recovery. The panic mode recovery does not address the important issue of error messages. Actually, you see the input in the previous slide. It is actually error, right? So the compiler designer must supply informative error messages that not only describe the error, they must draw attention to where the error was discovered. So this is the job of a programmer. Okay. So actually till now what we studied, we starting from this particular chapter, we studied what is parser, right? What is parser? What is context-free grammar? What is derivation? What is parse tree? What is the ambiguity? And about the top-down parser. So in the top-down parser, we studied recursive descent parsers. Okay, what is recursive descent parser? These parser uses a procedure for each non-terminal. The procedure looks at its input and decides which production to apply for its non-terminal. Terminal in the body of the production are matched to the input at appropriate time, while non-terminals in the body result in call to their procedure. Backtracking, very important concept is backtracking in the case when the wrong production was chosen. Okay, when the wrong production was chosen, so what we have to do? We have to do the backtracking. Next, after that, we studied LL1 parser, a grammar such that it is possible to choose the correct production with which to expand a given non-terminal, looking only at the next input symbol is called LL1. These grammars allow us to construct a predictive parsing table that gives for each non-terminal and each lookahead symbol the correct choice of production. Error correction can be obtained by placing error routine in some or all of the table entries that have no legitimate production. Okay, so we studied in the table there are two entries. Okay, one is production, other one is sync. The empty entries are considered as error.